Hey guys, how's it going? MasterBucks here, and welcome to the penultimate episode of this Wolverhampton Wanderers career mode series. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are nearly done. I originally was going to do 15 seasons. We were going to go all the way to the end, but I think 10 is more than enough, and it is about time we move on to another series. With that said, I still want to finish strong with this Wolves career mode. We'll take a look, as we always do, at the team. The front three remains the same. The iconic front three, Yassin Adli, Neves, the captain, and Jan de Groot in midfield. We've still got Alexander-Arnold, Lopez Vergara, Laporte, Kieran Tierney, and of course, Charpentier. I know Jan Oblak's still a little higher rated than him, but it's time. Charpentier, he's going to get the starting goalkeeper gig. Still an insane substitutes bench with Oblak. Great defenders as well. Gibbs White still there. Majic, who's the Modric regen. We've got Velasquez, who's either the Suarez or the Cavani regen. He could be either or, but I assume he's Suarez, and then just a reserves that is full of youth academy players. And honestly, like some of these players, the majority of which are up into the 80s, it's freakish how good this bench and these reserves are. But I honestly think it could get even better. I'm going to explain what exactly I'm going for. Hell, you might have even read the title and I've probably given it away. But before we do that, let's really quickly take a look at the fixtures and what we've got coming up. We've got the Community Shield to play against Tottenham Hotspur, so we'll just play that game really quick and then get into the grind of the Premier League. We'll take a look and see who we get in the Champions League, because of course, we will be once again competing in that competition. But before we advance ahead and before we start getting into the first transfers, I want to take a look really quickly at where we're sitting in terms of titles and silverware. We currently have 5 Premier League titles in this series, 2 FA Cups when we were able to win the FA Cup, the second one of our series in the last episode, 2 Carabao Cups, 3 Community Shields, 2 Champions Leagues, and 2 UEFA Super Cups. But this is what I wanted to do. As you can see in this starting 11, we have got 6 players in the 90 ratings or high, in their 90 ratings. We've got Yassin Adli, Ruben Neves, Kieran Tierney, Laporte, and Alexander-Arnold that are below a 90 rating. Now, it's a very, very rare thing to see in career mode, but I want to do it. I want to try to make an all 90 rated starting 11. That would be insane, and I think I might have enough cash just to pull this off, maybe. I've been saving it up and it's just been accumulating over time because I haven't really been spending it that much. We've got over or almost 600 million in transfer budget, a little over $500,000 worth of wage, and I need to sign about 4 to 5 players in order to get 4 to 5 players in order to get an all 90 rated team. The only way I'm going to make it happen is if I switch formation to like a 3-4-3 or something, because I can't find 2 90 rated fullbacks. It's just not possible. So I need 3 centre backs, all 90 rated, and then a left mid, a right mid 90 rated, and 2 centre mids 90 rated. Now I'm going to start things off by trying to buy the cheapest player possible, which to be honest, probably because of his age, is Rafael Varane of Chelsea. So I'm going to try to get him for, it says between 60 and 90 mil. We'll see what we can do. I'm having to spend quite a fair bit here, but I reckon I might be able to get him for 80 million. Trust me, I've tried 70, 75, and they're just not budging, but 80 surely should do it. And yes, indeed it is. Okay, so Varane could be the first signing that we make, the first 90 rated player. And I think we should also be able to get him for about just under $250,000 a week and a 2 mil signing bonus. Yep, that's exactly what I thought. So that's 1 90 rated player down. Next one's Octavio Campana, and I would assume this is maybe a Diego Godin regen, but we'll try to sign this man as well. And you know what else I've done as well? I've even tried trading for some players as well to try to save some cash. Ndombele is a bloke that hasn't really been playing much for me. He'll help me save in actual cash money, if you know what I mean. I'm also running out of spots, so I'm going to accept this and hopefully we can get him, bring him in with this. Yes, indeed we can. Okay, so this will be our second and final centre-back that we're signing. Okay, let's go ahead then and give him a contract. They just want to bump it up to 190, but that's fine by me. We will accept it, and that is that. We now have 3 90-rated centre-backs for our new 3-5 or 3-4-3 formation. Now we're going to need some midfielders, and I think I'm going to start with Artur, because even though he is 90 rated and 29 years of age, I've got to be aware of players maybe dropping an overall, but I want to go for this man. I know some of you may not be super happy with this, but I'm going to try to trade Talisca for him, since we've pretty much agreed now that Talisca is no longer going to be not even a bench player anymore. Look at this. You've got Ruben Neves, Cassidy, Gibbs White, Adli, Faure, Hill, Majic. I mean, how many central midfielders are above him? His spot in the team is gone. He's an icon of the career mode, yes. I love him to bits, and some of you want me to keep him around, even if it means never playing him. At least he's at the club. I almost think that's cruel. We may as well at least let him go so we can still play football. I see where you're coming from. It'd be nice for him to retire here, but is it really worth him waiting 2-3 years, not playing any games of football for him to do it? No, let's just see. Let's just see if we can pull it off. They're willing to do it, but boy, do they want some cheddar on top. I think I've been able to get him down to, we'll round it off to 90. How about that? 90 mil plus Anderson Saliska. So we're paying on a little over 140 mil in total value for him, but that'll get the job done for sure. There it is. All right, Diego Simeone, well negotiated. I know some of you won't be super happy with that, but we're getting it done. So one Brazilian for another. Artur hopefully will be joining Wolves. And the wage that he's demanding actually is quite reasonable, to be fair, for a 90 rated centre midfielder. Even the bonuses, I'm just going to accept that, you know. Done. Dusted. All right. That's another 90 rated midfielder. Only 2 to go. And the man I think I'm going to go for is, we're going to try for Milinkovic-Savic. He's 31 years of age. He is bang on 90 rated. He might drop off in a little bit, but if we get him in straight away, it'll be fine. And you know what? I think I'm going to try to trade him for Old Black, since I'm going to be playing Sharp Interior a lot more. We'll see if we can maybe swap Old Black for Milinkovic-Savic. I don't know if it's going to work or not. It looks like it will, but we're, again, going to have to pay quite a fair bit of cash. And we're going to go for 75 mil and a little bit of a sell-on clause. And yep, that's good. All right, Milinkovic-Savic coming to Wolves. They want just a little over 200 grand a week plus just under 2 mil worth of signing bonus. I'll accept that as well. And there we go. Oh my God, we are one player away. And luckily, I've got just the man, Vinicius Jr. We've got about $250 million left over and enough wage, I think, in the bank to be able to sign him outright. Maybe. We're going to need to pay 170 mil for him. I think we can just buy him with straight cash. Yeah, I think we've got more than enough, so let's do it. Let's just offer a little over what he's worth, and this will be this. They don't even really want that much more for him, to be fair. Yeah, sure, let's go for it. I don't really even need to haggle you down, mate. We've got more than enough cash, and I'm not making another transfer ever again with this series after this one. Oh my goodness, we're about to do it. We're about to have an all 90 rated team for this season. And goddamn, does this dude need a new agent? He's getting over half a million a week at Real Madrid, yet he only wants 310 here. The goal bonus and the signing bonus is barely anything. All right, sure, I'll accept it. I can afford it. It's done. Vinicius Jr., the man that had ripped me up every damn time we played Real Madrid in the Champions League, is now a Wolverhampton Wanderer. And ladies and gentlemen, oh me, oh my, we have done it. Look at that. It's an all 90 rated starting 11 as we start from the bottom to the top. Sharp interior and goal. Campania, who is the Diego Godin regen. Varane and Lopez Vergara. We're pretty confident the Sergio Ramos regen. We've got Milinkovic-Savic and Artur in the midfield. We've got Sane Jr. on the left-hand side. Jan de Groot and Mbappe the right-hand side. And Tim Weah up forward. Every one of them 90 or higher. Unbelievable. I don't know if at any point in my career mode history, in an actual series that I've been doing, and maybe not just like a one-off video, I've ever had an all 90 rated team like this. It is absolutely insane, and I don't know the next time I'll ever be able to do something like this again. Like, the team is just ridiculous now. We've got a whole page here of 90 rated players, and we just keep scrolling down and down and down. We're now at the halfway point of all the players that we have, and it's full of 85 plus rated players, some of which are only 22 years of age, 24, 23, 22, 22. Just, oh no, and even lower down, just a whole bunch of younger, super highly rated players. I shouldn't be allowed to have teams this good. This is ridiculous. But okay then, let's do this. Let's play the Community Shield. Let's advance ahead. We've spent a fair bit of time building this team. Let's get right into games, right into the season. Let's do this then with our all 90 rated team. They've all maintained their 90 rating. I'm watching Milinkovic-Savic and Artur to see if they're going to drop below a 90 at some point. But either way, it's all good. We are going to get to see this all 90 rated team in action for the first time. The team that we had before was pretty damn iconic, but to have an all 90 rated side like this, I mean, it's a fresh change to the starting 11 with about 5 new faces, but I can't wait to see him in action. And Vinicius Jr. as well is the pick of the bunch of all the new faces. He tore me apart every time we faced Real Madrid. He was a nightmare for me. Now he's playing for me. I'm sorry, Spurs, but you've got no chance. That shield is coming home with us. Let's do it then, everybody. We're underway at Wembley Stadium. Saw Mbappe a little too late there, but De Groot's quick. Then he gives it off. Then we slip in. Oh my God, and we're just going to pass this across. What in the what? It's still going to work out. I can't believe what that last pass to Weah was, but we were able to cut it back and Sane was able to score. It was just meant to be a simple little pass across. What was this? What was Weah doing? Oh my God, but cut back by, I believe that's Vinicius Jr. and Sane to tap it home. Maybe it was all part of the plan, I don't know, because Sane, we probably ended up getting an easier chance out of that. That is absolutely marvellous. How does Weah not get away there? It's almost like Foyth held him back. Can we create? There's an opening. Oh, unsaved, man. Just right toward the end, I was hoping to get a second goal. But so far, despite being on top, and I tell you what, defending's, it's a little more difficult, but it's not as bad as I imagined. You know, my left wing and my left mid are getting back nicely, so we're just 1-0 up at the moment. What a move. Oh, they put that together unbelievably well. They sent that all the way to the halfway line, reset, and then fucking, god damn. Why'd you let it run? Why didn't you play it forward straight away? That is not how I wanted this to end up. And now, look, it might end up costing us. They've got a chance here. Oh, sharp end here with a big punch. Sancho, they're looking to create something, but the long legs of Lopez Vergara. He gets in the way. Are we able to kill this game off? I would love the opportunity. We're all bunched up the middle. What are we doing? Where's the width? Come on, boys. Let's get it up. De Groot. We'll play it back. Even if we just keep it up this end, I don't necessarily mind. Weah plays it around. Maybe back for Weah. Can he hit this? He can, and he buries it, and that's game over. Come on. Weah to make it 2-0 right at the end. I'll give some credit to Tottenham. Every time I got the ball back in my own half, they were putting me under the most incredible pressure. I had no one to pass to most of the time. I would have two blokes running straight at me every time I got the ball off of me. It was just unbelievable pressure. They kept winning it back so early, but we get that one chance, and finally we kill the game off. And in a team full of fresh faces, it is Leroy Sané and Tim Weah, two of the classic front three that get it done for us, that score the goals and win us the Community Shield. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our fourth of this series. It's also going to be the first time, by the way, that new captain Jan de Groot gets to lift up some silverware. Of course, the incredible Youth Academy prospect, now come captain. Job done there. We'll advance about a month at a time and we'll take a look at our Champions League groups when they are formed. Here's the group we've been drawn into, Group E. It's ourselves and Atletico Madrid, then it's FC Basel and Genk. I think we know pretty well the two teams that should be getting out of that one. I'm so damn confident with an all 90 rated team we'll get out of that group without even having to play a game. Let's go to about October and then check in. Well, 7 games into the Premier League season, and with an all 90 rated team, we are still technically undefeated 7 games in, but just not really converting a lot of these draws into wins at the moment is killing us because we're 4 points down to Man City. Let's maybe go ahead into November, see how we're doing after another month of action. Halfway through the group at the moment, we've got 2 wins and a loss, and it's, you know, we're on top of the group at the moment. Basel right now occupying that 2nd spot, and Atletico Madrid in 3rd. I mean, I reckon it's probably going to end up maybe a little closer than I thought. Ghent surely are out of it without picking up a win in the first 3 games. It's hardly likely they'll make the top 2 now, but surely we'll be okay. We've got games against Basel and against Ghent to come, and if we really need to, we'll play this game against Atletico Madrid if it looks like we're not going to get out of the Champions League group. And looks like, yeah, we're not going to need to play. Bloody hell, we've already secured top spot. We're going through. Atletico Madrid, I'm pretty confident they've gone through anyway. I mean, if they lost Basel 1, 8 points all, comes down to a whole bunch of shenanigans, I think we're fine. We're currently in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, so we're still going strong in that one. There are some decent teams. Pretty much every single one of the regular top 6 is there, except for, of course, Tottenham. It's only Plymouth Argyle and Stevenage who are some outliers, and guess what? We got Stevenage, so surely we'll make it to the semis, hopefully. As for the Premier League, we've finally lost a game or 2 after 14 matches played, and it's so close at the moment. We're only a point off top spot. Everton currently there, Man City in 2nd. I'm not going to start panicking yet, but I would like to see us kick on a bit. I reckon I feel alright advancing to the halfway stage of the season now, seeing how we go. There are some pretty big games left to play in this one, but still. And at the halfway stage of the competition in January, our all 90 rated team is still that. All 90 rated Look at Varane though. He's dropped from 92 to 90. So I wonder how long this 90 rated team is going to hold out for. Because someone, whether it's Artur, Milinkovic-Savic, or at this case maybe even Varane, someone's going to drop below that 90 rating. We are back on top of the Premier League table, which is good to see. But again, we're tied with West Ham, Everton, Man United. They're not too far off either. But at the halfway stage, going okay. We also got drawn up against Manchester United in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. And if we take a look at the Champions League, you'll see that we did make it out the round of 16 and we were drawn up against Hoffenheim. But if you don't mind me, we'll get through all these games as well. If we do manage to get out of the semi-finals and make the final of the Carabao Cup, I'm for sure going to play that one. So let's begin advancing all the way through January. We did all of our transfer activity at the beginning of the season, trust me, so we're good. And as you can see here, yes, we did indeed manage to make the final of the Carabao Cup. 3-3 on away goals is what did it for us. Looks like Man City beat Arsenal, so we will be facing Manchester City in the final of the Carabao Cup. Let's get straight to it. We do have one Champions League game just to simulate before we get onto it, so we'll go to that just before. Let's see how we go. We were knocked out of the Champions League round of 16 last season. Please not again. Let's skip ahead. And it is a 2-0 victory, although it comes at the cost of an injury to Mikile. Mikile is not really featuring that much in my main starting 11 regardless, but it looks like another injury to a centre-back. We've now got the Carabao Cup final. I'm going to play it, but I've only just noticed it's a back-to-back. Can you believe it? We had a game on Saturday, now a game on Sunday. And a whole bunch of my players are going to be absolutely tired. And just to top it off, we lost the game against Chelsea as well. And despite having a lot of players from my main team, as you can see, very tired. Junior, Milinkovic-Savic, Varane, Lopez Vergara, Mbappe, and a bunch of others. We've been able to come up with this team, which is still so bloody strong and is a testament to the depth of our side. So I think that's still a good enough team for us to hopefully go out and win the Carabao Cup for a third time. Let's do it then, people. We're going to try to make it 2 out of 2. We've been able to win the Community Shield. We've made the Carabao Cup final. We're still in the FA Cup. Still going well in the Champions League and the Premier League. Let's see if we can pull it off with this somewhat mixed team. Come on, lads. To make it 2 titles this season, we're underway. Oh, that is end-to-end stuff. Brilliant. And you knew it was coming! You knew it was coming! First attack of the day, Bradley Price. Every time he plays, he has to score. Just from one end to the other, Weah gets in front of his man with sheer pace, waited for the goalkeeper to come out, Edison, and it's just a simple square across to Bradley Price, who taps home and scores within less than 5 minutes. That is unbelievable. Feels like every single player got a touch of that, and Bradley Price now has got 2 in about 15 minutes. He's just on the end of everything right now. It's unbelievable. I know when Yassin Adli first started getting games, he was scoring every game, but no, this guy actually scores every damn game that we play with him. Bradley Price, what is it about this man? 85 rated, obviously in any other team he'd be amazing. In this team, he's only like the 25th highest rated player in it, but he just keeps getting goals. Unbelievable. There's so many names in this career mode, so many just icons of it, and this man, I love him to death. Oh, that is a big tackle, and it's clean, you know. Sane, is he going to get in? Yes, he will. Unfortunately, Bradley Price isn't there for me to cut it to him. And there was really no cross on. Fuck me, Sane. I think we went a bit too quick because he literally had nothing. Oh, I tried to preempt. A slide tackle and the shot saved by Charpentier. Bradley Price going to get on the end of one here. Could cross it back, but no, that's not the right option. We'll try to keep it in play. Now we'll try it. Nah, that's not enough on it at all. I was looking to try to stick it at the back post. And that will do it then. Still 2-0 in front. We're still comfortable, but just dropped our game a bit. It was really disappointing toward the end of that half. Right now, I'm having to go back to my defense quite a lot, you know. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'd ideally like to have a few more players in the way as Weah gets a strong shot off, but Edison stops it. Oh, this is a bit dangerous, isn't it? Ambrose, the cross. Cleared away. No, Charpentier is able to hang on to that one. Wow. And this could start a brilliant counter. I'm going to try Weah. Is he onside? It ended up going to Bradley Price. Not sure what's going on there. But we can surely work this out for an opportunity to end the game. And it looked like it was even going to get blocked there. Was that? It is. Morgan Gibbs-White, one of the original Wolves players, comes on the pitch for Tim Majic and scores. There you go. Look, he ended up taking a touch. I'm not sure I wanted him to take that. I wanted him to take it first time, maybe with his left, but took the touch, set himself up for the right foot shot, but it has got past the keeper, and it is in, and that is the game. Even with half an hour to go, I can't see myself conceding 3 against this team. Not how the game's gone. Nice pass there. Is he going to be onside here, Bradley Price? Is this a hat-trick for him? Could he get it? Gonna be it? Nah, I tried to just line him up and shoot as late as possible. Maybe I could have gone a bit closer. I don't know. There you go, down the line. Is it possible? Can we get him a hat-trick? We've won the game. Can we do it? Can we somehow? Fake shot taken out. Referee penalty! And you know we're going to get him to take it. He's not just taking it. He won the damn thing himself. Look at this. The little fake shot. It's not a good angle that, but he got clattered by Romagnoli. His penalties are not great. Only 65, but we'll get him to take it. Please, mate. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. He's done. Oh, that's not a good penalty, but it's the hat trick for Bradley Price. Get in, baby. That's what I'm talking about. He's done it. Absolute superstar. That is. Oh, jeez. Seriously, I'm shocked Edison didn't just reach down and grab that. Honestly, it was so close to him. It wasn't well put away, but it's got past him. That's the main thing. The hat-trick is secure, and the Carabao Cup is secure. Any second, referee, he'll whip this cross in. Laporte will clear, and that will be that. Surely it is. Done and dusted. A 4-0 victory over Man City in the Carabao Cup. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our 3rd Carabao Cup trophy. Looks like it's going to be Gibbs White too, who's wearing the captain's armband. De Groot's on the field, but alright. It's alright. I don't mind this, you know. He's been here from the start. He deserves this honour as well, so we'll give it to him. Morgan Gibbs White lifting up the Carabao Cup. 3rd time we've won it. 5 Premier Leagues, 2 FA Cups, 4 Community Shields, 2 Champions Leagues and 2 UEFA Super Cups. You tally all that together, I think that ends up being something like, is it 18? I think it's 18 titles for the series so far. 4-0 victory then, done and dusted, convincing win over Man City. Even without the all-90 rated team. Yeah, man, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so 27 games in, a little over 10 games left to go. We have a 7-point lead. Everyone else is still super close together. Look, there is a 4-point gap between 2nd and 7th, but a 7-point gap between 1st and 2nd. So we'll take it. Looks like maybe it could be Premier League number 6 if we hold our nerve. But from our Carabao Cup final success, we move on to the 2nd leg in the Champions League. We were 2-0 up, make it 3-0 up, skip ahead, 4-1 win at home. Mbappe, we're seeing back-to-back hat-tricks now, but we're through to the quarterfinals. Time now for the quarterfinal draw, though, of course. Who are we going to get? There were some interesting teams in the round of 16. I wonder, it's just going to be AC Milan. We have drawn against them a fair bit. And when I talk about interesting teams, I'm talking about like Anderlecht and Stuttgart, who have been drawn up against each other. So one of those two is going to be in the semi-finals. Wow. There's also Lyon and Bayern and Napoli and Man City. Let's go ahead to the quarterfinals then, and we'll also maybe check in on the Premier League once we get there. Well, it looks pretty good at the moment. We've got more points a lead on 2nd than games left remaining, and whenever that's the case, you really have no excuses for not going on and seeing it through. So hopefully we will do that. We also may have been knocked out of the FA Cup in the 4th round because of Watford. We lost on penalties after the replay 4-3. So then into the first leg of the Champions League. It's the home leg first up. We scored within a minute. Wow. Let's skip ahead. 3-1 victory. Get in. Come on. Now into the 2nd leg where they did get 1 away goal, but we are up 2 goals on aggregate. Into the 2nd leg we go. Come on, to make the semi-finals. I feel confident. Should we do it? We do. It's the same result. Another 3-1 win. 6-2 on aggregate. Although, we've lost our captain. Jan de Groot injured. And it's not that bad. It's okay. It's only 7 days. He won't be out for the rest of the season, so we will get to play with him again. But let's see the semi-final draw now. Who do we end up getting? It is going to be... Oh, it's going to be Bayern Munich. We got probably the toughest team possible, but we are either going to, if we can get past Bayern, regardless of what happens, either Stuttgart or Napoli will be making the Champions League final. Napoli, maybe I can kind of somewhat see it happening, maybe one day in the near future, but Stuttgart, that is crazy. If it was Stuttgart or Anderlecht, I don't know, but the fact that either of them had made it this far in the comp is crazy. I wonder if Stuttgart end up beating Napoli. That'd be unbelievable. Imagine if we were to get past Bayern, a Wolves v Stuttgart Champions League final. And here we are then. We have now reached it. The semi-finals. The first leg. Only 2 games left to sim before we realise if we've made it to the Champions League final. Come on, lads. Can this all-90 rated team get us there or not? Let's see. We have got the home leg first again. I'm going to skip this one. 2-1 win. There was an injury. I got nervous for a moment, but it's not to one of mine. And it's only a 2-1 win. They've also got an away goal. Let's move on ahead now to the second leg. And by the way, I'm pretty confident as we begin to advance, if we win that game against Watford, there's a very real chance the Premier League will be sealed for us. And as you can see to the top right-hand corner, we did beat Watford 2-1. We now have a 9-point lead, or should I say, sorry, an 8-point lead against West Ham. It's not over yet, but all we need to do is win our next game and we will win the Premier League. But before then, we need to know if we make it to the Champions League final, and I'm letting this go. We are up 2-1 on aggregate. They have an away goal, so if they get this, if they win this 1-0, they go through. And the second, literally the second, I said if they get a 1-0 win, they would go through. They scored. We now need to come up big, please, boys. Any goal will do it for us. Mbappe the hero. Come on. Bayern, they do get one back pretty much straight away, but it's tied now. If we can get one more away goal, that'll do it. Anything? No. It's going to be extra time. 30 more minutes left to go. If this thing goes to penalties, no, they've gotten a third. Oh, please, no. Bayern, no. No! Bayern Munich have knocked us out in the semi-finals. They go to the Champions League final. You're shitting me, right? Come on. Oh my God, and you wouldn't believe it, but Stuttgart actually made it to the final as well. Oh, well that's terrific, isn't it? No FA Cup final, no Champions League final. Shit, we may as well just play the bloody last game, the deciding game in the Premier League, see ourselves lift up the Premier League title and then wrap this up. Because God damn it, what's the point in bringing out the green screen if we're not playing the Champions League final? I'm so upset. I'm so upset. Bloody hell. Stuttgart, you better win that Champions League final, man. I am rooting for you. And bloody hell, I need to know what the hell is going on. How did Stuttgart make the champions? Oh, I know. Matthew Ryan's in this team. No surprise. He's clearly starting for him. Come on. It might not be this Stefan bloke, 83 rated. Zila, who's there as well. Zoe. They've got some, all right, they've got 6 bloody goalkeepers. All right, defenders. How about them? We've got Yedvaj, 83 rated. Maffeo's good too. Nunez, all right, I'm just scrolling through. Kenny Tete and Wagner. All right, that's an okay back line. Lewis Cook's playing for them. That's an interesting one. Just looking out for the players that I recognise that have high ratings. Thorgan Hazard's all right. Hendricks. Alex Iwobi is in this team. Casilio, 83 rated. Lazaro, still scrolling through. Anyone else? Rafinha there. It's an okay midfield pairing, I suppose. And the attackers, let's see. Not a lot of names I can recognise. Isak, I know, is... or how you pronounce it. I know that he was tipped as the next Ibra, but I know that doesn't... It's only because he's Swedish. Sandro. Giovanni Simeone's good, but good side, good, decent squad, but Champions League final decent squad? I'm not so sure. What a hell of a run. But come on, let's just play this game against Bournemouth, hopefully get the win, wrap up the Premier League, lift up the trophy, and then we'll bounce. And by the way, lads, the all 90 rated squad, it's no more. Raphael Varane is now an 89 rated player, so it's still an insane team without Varane at 90 rating though. But all right, rest in peace the all 90 rated team. It was good while it lasted. I'll play pretty much the same team except Laporte can start because the 89 rated Varane's pretty tired, and so too was Weah. So we'll start Velasquez there, the Luis Suarez regen. Come on, everyone. This is it for all the marbles for the Premier League title to wrap it up tonight right here against Bournemouth. If West Ham managed to maybe slip up a bit, they draw or lose, then we would win automatically as well, just in case we don't get the win today. But you know I want to go for it. Let's do it then, everyone. Last game of the season that we will play. Hopefully, the Premier League will be ours by the end of this one. Oh, wow, the fucking pace. Got by. Laporte with quite a fair bump. But that is the main thing, that it was fair. And it's no penalty. Away we go again. Looking to work at that side, but Jordan Ibe running back all that time. Then just gives away super cheaply. Looking to knock it forward here and utilise the pace of Velasquez, who's in, sort of. But then a sudden pace burst. And my God, how quick. Man, fucking Velasquez, I felt like almost could have picked that off. What a move. Mbappe. Oh, that is gorgeous! The keeper's gone across too much, and it is going to be Sergej Milinkovic-Savic that may score the deciding Premier League winning goal. I think I'm still going to need some more because to give Bournemouth some credit, they've been dangerous. But look at that. Look how far across the goalkeeper went. I mean, that wasn't even really well put away by Milinkovic-Savic. It's pretty much bang up the middle of the goal, but the keeper's just given him pretty much 2/3 of the net to shoot at. And half time. This is actually a really tough game. Oh, wow. I mean, Man City, the game against them just before in the Carabao Cup, that was tougher. This is a real grind. There it is. Oh, that's well done. Very well done. Go on, Velasquez. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Vinicius Jr. as well. Low cross here. Low one. Tuck it away. That's really well saved. He had a fucking shocker for the first goal, but he positioned himself well for that one. There's the tackle. He's gone for a bit of a dink or something. I don't know if that was a cross or an attempt, but Charpentier does what he has to. Yellow card for Sane. This is end-to-end stuff. It's a tough game. Well, what a goal. What a strike from Tom Davies. That is exactly why I wanted to get a second, because I was nervous something like this would happen. Literally played it short from the corner. Not even a touch. What a fucking hit. Middle here. If we get a run up the middle, this could be a chance. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic! Oh, he's a hero! He's stepping up big time in this potential Premier League deciding game. I had an option to pass into the box here. Let me see it. There was a run being made there, but I think in the end I did the right thing. Of course I did. I scored. Back in front once again through Sergej Milinkovic-Savic. Now please, boys, just hold. Hold and take home the Premier League. I think he's in here. I think he is. No, he was offside. My goodness. And I'm just going defensive right now. I'm literally playing 5 at the back, because I just want to hang on against this side. I'm even taking off Alexander. I'm bringing on Alexander-Arnold and taking off Vinicius Jr. Magic, ball into the middle. Oh, he's going to cut that one off, isn't he? Mbappe from behind. Oh, I don't know how he was able to get there. He looked a mile away from the ball, but no, he's got it. Magic, just trying to pass to whoever's open at the moment. Fuck, that is not on. But it's okay, because the pass, even though it was a stray, this season we've been on point, and we will take home Premier League title number 6. Unbelievable. And a real tough game Bournemouth gave us to secure it today, but we have done it. Tim Magic, by the way, has the captain's armband, because I had to bring him on for De Groot, who just picked up a knock. So Magic is going to lift up the trophy. Wow, everyone's getting the chance to lift up some silverware, aren't they? But can you believe it? We have played for 9 seasons in this career mode, and in 6 of them, we have been able to become the English champions. Premier League title number 6. That is unbelievable. Absolutely insane. We expect to win it every season. We've done it here. Can we make it 7 in the final season coming up? Or is this the last time we will see Wolverhampton Wanderers lifting up the Premier League trophy? If it is, then drink it in, boys. Drink it in. We advance to the end of the season. We finish as champions by 11 points. Can you believe this? We have got not just 1, 2, 3, but 4 teams finish on the same amount of points. Everton, Manchester United, Liverpool and West Ham both finish on 70 points. But because of goal difference and everything like that, West Ham are going to miss out. West Ham had the same amount of points as the team that finished second in the Premier League, but don't even get into the top 4. That is unbelievable. Man City in 6th, they were only a point away from second themselves. It was mental stuff. And bloody hell, Everton actually had the least amount of wins. Manchester United, Liverpool and West Ham all had 20 wins. They only had 19, but just got a shitload more draws. That's one of the crazier finishes I've seen in the context of the top 4 and everything. The FA Cup, by the way, was won by Liverpool. They ended up getting a 2-0 win against West Ham. And oh my God, they did it. Stuttgart actually did it. They won the Champions League. That is insane. I've seen some pretty interesting teams win the Champions League in FIFA 19 career mode. I've seen Fiorentina win it. That's probably about as weird as it gets for me. Stuttgart, though, that is something else. Stuttgart beat Bayern 1-0. Unbelievable. Lads, leave it in the comment section down below. Who's the weirdest team or the most unlikely team you've seen win the Champions League in FIFA 19? Because for me, that's it. I've never seen Stuttgart. That's unreal for me. But in terms of goal scorers, Kylian Mbappe leading us, even though we brought in Vinicius Jr., he's still up the top. with 24 goals. Junior ended up getting 22, not bad himself. We've got Timothy Weah with 10, and then evenly distributed amongst the rest, Yassin Adley with 9, Sane and Milinkovic-Savic with 8, Watson, De Groot, Lejao, Lopez Vergara even got a couple, and Bradley Price only made 3 appearances. But in the one game that we played with him, the Carabao Cup final, man got a hat-trick. I swear he'd be ripping up the entire Premier League if he was playing at any other club where he could play regularly. Leading assisters by a big margin was Vinicius Junior and of course Mbappe with 12, Adley with 8, Hansen with 6 and De Groot with 6. Hansen's a bit of an interesting one considering he only made 15 appearances and he's only 83 rated, but Sane got a few, Milinkovic-Savic, Oscar Hill and others as well. Recently promoted Bergstrom up by 5, everyone else by 3 or 2 with their overall, and we saw Varane. We bought him for how much was it? Something insane. And he's dropped from 92 to an 88 just like that in one season. Brutal stuff, but hey, we had to do it for the 90 rated team. But before we advance to the final season of this career mode and we end this episode, let's have one last recap where we're sitting in terms of titles. We now have 6 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, a 3rd Carabao Cup we added in this competition or in this season, and a 4th Community Shield as well, 2 Champions Leagues, 2 UEFA Super Cups. We're not going to get another chance to win a UEFA Super Cup with next season being the last season, so that is that. We only could manage 2 UEFA Super Cups, but we could maybe make the Champions League final in the last season. We will see. We could still maybe win another Premier League, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and we will have a shot at the Community Shield as well. So, let's see how it ends. Ladies and gentlemen, till then, the final season coming up. My name is the MasterBucks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The Wolves career mode is sadly, yet finally, coming to its conclusion. Till then, have a good one. Bye-bye.